Yeah, I mean, when you hear, "Hey, we're in the fight of our lives," certainly I think that's true, but I think that's been true for a long time. And really, what I think people need to take away from the current moment is that battles won in the past don't stay won. You have to be vigilant in order to keep and maintain the progress that we've made.
And now, when we say we're in a fight for our life, we're literally fighting for our health, for our education, we're fighting for justice, we're fighting for housing. And watch this, we're really fighting for food.
In the last 6 months, I have seen firsthand how public policy has affected our students, especially poor communities in Milwaukee and our students of color. As you already know, every policy doesn't stay in Washington or in Madison. They directly affect our classrooms.
I think in regards to our young people, some understand where we are in society. We are in a fight for our life right now. We are at the pivotal point. There's a lot of things that were fought for in the past that are being looked at and erased. I don't think all of our young people, to the degree that they should, understand how big that is.
I certainly feel that we're in the fight of our lives, but I'll take that a step further and say that for many, they've been in the fight of their lives.
So many food deserts. The price of groceries have skyrocketed 300 to 400%. And so when we hear we're in a fight for our life, that's literally.
The Voting Rights Act is not safe. And we know that because the Supreme Court is doing what it can to tear it down. And we have a Justice Department that is doing what it can to cherry pick cases so that they can bring it to the Supreme Court to tear it down. We're seeing a rolling back of voting rights protections. We're seeing an inability to even bring these cases under the VRA to begin with, because we have all kind of standing challenges that we didn't have 10, 20 years ago.
We have students who are afraid of deportation. We have students who are not getting enough time with advising because the professors are unfortunately not full-time. A lot of the professors are being changed from full-time to part-time. And so that is all affecting how the student is experiencing education.
This is just exasperating it. It's making people who could usually afford their bills, take care of basic needs. Even these people are now struggling. And someone that makes $50,000 or $60,000, $70,000 a year are now finding themselves in a further hardship.
So I think it's important to show and convince our young people the importance of voting, show our young people the importance of doing the right thing for humanity, for the future.
I think people that are looking for a path to fight back against what they see as rollbacks of civil and constitutional rights, which I think are apparent, right? I would say that, the path to that victory is in the room with the people that you're with, right? I mean, you collectively can come together to figure out what to do.
It's very disheartening to feel disenfranchised, to feel isolated and bullied for giving our opinions, and for not just that, but for organizing communities and saying we do have a voice. And so we need to fight back. This is the time to fight back. This is the fight of our lives.
The people most affected by the policies that is coming from Washington, D.C. will be minorities and people with disabilities. Families who have previously been marginalized by systematic barriers are now being further displaced by the policies that's happening in Washington right now.
I think there's a missing gap in regards to our young people fully understanding the importance of voting, the importance of the past, of what people did to open doors and avenues that make certain resources even available to our young people. So I think there's a total disconnect in regards to that. I don't think it's all the way our young people fault.
I think regular people can pay attention to what's going on around them, not bury their heads in the sand, get out and vote, get somebody that they know out to vote, because everything that we do is tied to an election.
People are sick but do not have adequate access to medical treatment. And so things have really changed, but it has been warned. We've spoken about it. And so now we are actually fighting for another day. We're fighting for our future. We're fighting for our life, for our children's life, for legacy. And that right there is where we're at every day.